White initiates with a standard pawn push, maintaining equality and dynamic balance. A solid start. Black responds symmetrically, also preserving equality. The game is balanced and poised for development. White claims a slight advantage by advancing their central pawn. This move is accurate and reinforces their control. Black challenges the center, maintaining the slight advantage for white. A solid move that keeps the tension. White develops a knight, equalizing the position. This is an accurate move, keeping the dynamic balance. Black's bishop pin is a mistake, giving white a slight advantage. This move yielded significant value. White advances their pawn, solidifying their slight advantage. This accurate move maintains the positional pressure. Black counters with a pawn push, a solid move that maintains white's slight advantage. White pushes a flank pawn, accurately maintaining their slight advantage. This is a solid positional maneuver. Black captures the knight, a solid move that maintains white's slight advantage. White recaptures, strengthening their pawn structure and maintaining the slight advantage. A solid response. Black develops the queen, a slight inaccuracy. This move drops some positional value. White develops a knight, but it's a slight inaccuracy, dropping some positional advantage. Black repositions their knight, a solid move that maintains the slight advantage for white. White advances a flank pawn, a solid move that maintains their slight advantage. Black develops a knight, a slight inaccuracy. This move allows white to gain more control. White moves the queen, a mistake that surrenders their advantage. The position is now more dynamic. Black's pawn push is a severe blunder, creating a clear advantage for white. This move lost significant material value. White captures the pawn, solidifying their clear advantage. An accurate continuation. Black recaptures with their pawn, a solid move. This maintains white's clear advantage. White develops the bishop, but it's a mistake. This allows black to consolidate. Black pushes a pawn, a mistake that doesn't improve their situation. White maintains a clear advantage. White centralizes the queen, a solid move that maintains their clear advantage. Good coordination. Black repositions their knight, a solid move that keeps white's advantage. White repositions the knight, a slight inaccuracy. This move slightly reduces their advantage. Black moves the rook, a solid defensive maneuver. This maintains the current advantage. White develops the bishop, a solid move that maintains their slight advantage. Black activates the queen, a solid move that maintains the advantage. White moves the queen, a slight inaccuracy. This allows black to regroup slightly. Black repositions the knight, a solid move. This keeps the slight advantage for white. White moves the rook, a mistake that brings the position back to equality. This move ceded significant advantage. Black develops the bishop, a solid move. The game remains balanced. White captures the knight, a mistake. This gives black a slight advantage. Black recaptures with their pawn, a solid move. This solidifies black's slight advantage. White develops the bishop, a solid move. Black retains a slight advantage. Black castles queenside, a solid move. This maintains their slight advantage. White castles kingside, a slight inaccuracy. This doesn't help to reduce black's advantage. Black advances a pawn, a solid move that increases their slight advantage. White moves the bishop, a solid move. Black maintains a slight advantage. Black pushes their pawn, a solid move. This creates a clear advantage for black. White moves the rook, a solid move. Black maintains a clear advantage. Black develops a knight, a slight inaccuracy. This move allows white to improve their position. White moves the bishop, a solid move. Black retains a slight advantage. Black centralizes the queen, a solid move. This maintains their slight advantage. White moves the bishop, a solid move. Black maintains their slight advantage. Black moves the rook, a slight inaccuracy. This allows white to regroup. White pushes a flank pawn, a solid move. Black maintains a slight advantage. Black repositions the rook, a solid move. This maintains their slight advantage. White moves the king, a slight inaccuracy. This makes their position less secure. Black moves the queen, a mistake. This move loses positional value and allows white to press. White pushes a pawn, a mistake. This creates a clear advantage for black. Black moves the rook, a severe blunder. This move loses significant value and returns the game to equality. White advances a pawn, a solid move. The game remains balanced. Black pushes a pawn, a slight inaccuracy. This doesn't improve their position. White pushes a flank pawn, a slight inaccuracy. This doesn't significantly change the balance. Black pushes a pawn, a severe blunder. This gives white a strong advantage. White advances a flank pawn, a solid move that capitalizes on black's error. Black repositions the queen, a solid move. White maintains their strong advantage. White moves the king, a solid move. This maintains their strong advantage. Black moves the bishop, a mistake. This allows white to seize more control. White captures the pawn with check, a solid move. This increases white's overwhelming advantage. Black blocks with the bishop, a solid move. White's advantage remains overwhelming. White centralizes the queen, a solid move. The overwhelming advantage persists. Black moves the rook, a mistake. This allows white to gain even more dominance. White moves the bishop, a solid move. White's strong advantage is maintained. Black repositions the rook, a solid move. White's strong advantage continues. White moves the king, a solid move. This maintains white's strong advantage. Black moves the bishop, a solid move. White's strong advantage is still present. White moves the rook, a solid move. This maintains the strong advantage for white. Black captures a knight, a solid move. White's decisive advantage is maintained. White recaptures with their pawn, a solid move. This maintains white's decisive advantage. Black moves the king, a mistake. This allows white to increase their decisive advantage. White moves the rook, a solid move. White's decisive advantage is maintained. Black repositions the rook, a solid move. The decisive advantage for white persists. White pushes a flank pawn, a slight inaccuracy. This doesn't stop white's dominance. Black repositions the rook, a solid move. White's strong advantage is maintained. White captures a pawn, a slight inaccuracy. The strong advantage is still there. Black repositions the queen, a solid move. White's strong advantage persists. White moves the queen, a slight inaccuracy. The strong advantage is maintained. Black moves the bishop, a severe blunder. This allows white to gain a decisive advantage. White moves the queen with check, a severe blunder. This allows black to recover slightly. Black recaptures the queen, a solid move. White still holds a strong advantage. White recaptures with their pawn, a solid move. The strong advantage is maintained. Black moves the rook, a severe blunder. This gives white a decisive advantage. White advances a pawn, a solid move. This maintains the decisive advantage. Black captures the pawn, a solid move. White's decisive advantage persists. White captures the pawn, a solid move. This increases white's decisive advantage. Black captures the rook, a solid move. White's decisive advantage is maintained. White moves the rook, a solid move. White's decisive advantage is still overwhelming. Black moves the bishop, a slight inaccuracy. White's decisive advantage grows. White moves the rook, a solid move. White's decisive advantage is maintained. Black repositions the bishop, a solid move. White's decisive advantage is still overwhelming. White captures the bishop, a solid move. This maintains white's decisive advantage. Black recaptures the bishop, a solid move. White's decisive advantage persists. White moves the king, a solid move. This maintains white's decisive advantage. Black moves the king, a slight inaccuracy. White's decisive advantage increases. White moves the king, a solid move. White's decisive advantage is maintained. Black moves the king, a severe blunder. This gives white an overwhelming winning advantage. White moves the king, a solid move. The overwhelming advantage is maintained. Black moves the king, a mistake. White's overwhelming advantage continues to grow. White moves the bishop, a solid move. White's overwhelming advantage is now decisive.